We are back now on GMA. The movie Vice hasn't even hit theaters yet, and it's already raking in the awards nominations. It stars a completely transformed Christian Bale as former Vice President Dick Cheney. And Adrian, you sat down with him and the rest of the star-studded cast.
You know what? When I asked writer-director Adam McKay to describe this movie, to categorize it, he called it a tragic comedy. The characters are certainly controversial. On and off camera, though, the actors are absolutely brilliant and hilarious.
Steve, you look amazing.
He
always does.
The cast of the movie Vice is a party of powerhouse actors.
Can we get some makeup for Amy, please? I was worried for her.
With a distinct sense of humor, starring in the season's most controversial movie about some of this country's most controversial figures.
No one has shown the world the true power of the American presidency.
It is truly your belief that Dick Cheney was doing the right thing in his mind and wanted to do what was right for the country.
In his mind being the important part. Yeah.
For director Adam McKay, the movie may have literally saved his life.
We did our first scene where there was a heart attack, and Christian came up, and being a very good actor, he's like, I researched all the different kinds of heart attacks. And he said, do you want me to do it in the hand or the arm or the chest?
Did you hear this?
And
No, I haven't.
You haven't heard this? And he said the other way that's very common is a queasy stomach.
A few weeks later, while working out,
I'm all right. My hands are just a little tingly and I feel queasy. I was like, bing, bing, bing.
Wow.
I remember this fella telling me that, ran upstairs, took baby aspirin, like about 4 of them, called 911, and when I saw the doctor, he's like, why did you do that? And I was like, my lead actor
That's incredible.
the film is by turns both comic and tragic and features a memorable Sam Rockwell as George W. Bush.
One of my favorite scenes in the whole movie is when you're eating some, I think it's chicken.
Yes.
With some barbecue sauce and you're licking your fingers.
Oldest trick in the book, yes.
Why is that the oldest
Eating
trick in
and
the book?
acting, yes.
The vice presidency is mostly a symbolic job.
Right. I can see how that wouldn't be enticing to you.
I think I was channeling a little Elvis Presley or something in there. I don't know.
A little George W. with some Elvis swagger.
Yeah. And that sort of boyish charm that he had.
You see that door?
To Kissinger's office?
That's right. I happen to know that Nixon is in there right now.
And Steve, obviously you played Secretary of Defense Donald Rumsfeld. And
The part I was born to play.
Steve, one thing I thought of in this movie, I think of Gru from Despicable Me. And I think about, I do. And I think about
Your segue is fascinating. It's fantastic. But go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
But what about the other people who ordered cookies?
Life is full of disappointments.
I mean, obviously, in Despicable Me, Gru is like this villain kind of guy. But then you find these endearing qualities about him, and he becomes this very lovable villain. My question is, and I'm watching Christian's face.
Here we go. I love where you're going with it.
What endeared you to these characters?
I approached Rumsfeld very much in the same way I approached Gru. I just wanted to say that. It's not true.
Can you feel it, Dick? Half the room wants to be us. The other half fears us.
The movie also delves into the powerful behind-the-scenes influence of Lynn Cheney.
One of the most beautiful things was this love story between a man who was really defined by his love for his wife. Amy and Christian, you guys did this amazing portrayal.
Well, he certainly is, a bit like Fabio, isn't he? Like you want to see Dick Cheney on the front of the romance novels because he is what everyone's looking for. Absolute loyalty, devotion, to his partner. That's true. Lifelong, right? Yeah. He will do anything for her. There is no limit. Unfortunately, there is a very tragic side to that. In that, yes, I have a wonderful partner who I'll do anything for, but I won't go to war or torture people, right?
Won't do that. Sorry, I just went too low. Sorry.
You get your back straight.
And you have the courage to become someone, or I'm gone.
Lynn, by herself, I mean, take out whatever politics, take politics out of the equation.
Yeah.
She was amazing.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I thought you know, at a time where ambition and drive inside of women wasn't necessarily encouraged or seen as a trait that was, you know, ladylike. She sort of just, you know, plowed through people's expectations.
What do you hope that people will gain from coming to this film?
History is not one thing. It's not tragic. It's not dramatic. It's not. It also can be funny and ludicrous and absurd.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see it.
He hasn't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
They don't know they've been completely cut.
Steve has no interest in seeing it. He said it's not his cup of tea.
It is animated, right?
Vice is in theaters right now.
You covered a lot of ground.
I sure did.
Little heart disease grew, and I'm glad we got Fabio in there.
Well, you know, you can't leave out Fabio.
Adrian, thanks so much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.